Dato Khaled bin Mohammed, my counterpart in Malaysia, had an announcement na hindi rin nila papayagan yung China na pumunta sa o harasin sila sa kanilang exploration. So, ginagawa din sa kanila.
Yeah. I think that's what sometimes Beijing conveniently glosses over that fact that because they like to play up how we're alone in ASEAN or we're this lone voice against them in the region.
Ay, they are the lone voice. Lalong-lalo na doon sa 9-dash line nila. Walang kumakampi doon.
Right. 10 years, speaking of the 9-dash line and the 2016 Arbitral Award that said walang basis yung kuno historical argument ng Beijing.
Talaga naman walang basis yun eh. Basahin nyo yung libro ni Bill Hayton, The Invention of History.
Right. Sir, in 2 weeks, 2 taon na lang ang matitira sa Marcos administration. That's a lot of time, but frankly, it's none at all, especially when you're dealing with such a large external security threat in Beijing and other threats in, frankly, different parts of the world that affect the Philippines, right? Where are we in terms of modernization? And I guess modernization now will also encompass logistics, Philippine logistics,
Yes.
our roads, our reserves, yung SRDP. And how are you trying to make sure in effect now when this administration ends in 2028, you leave behind a DND and AFP that's loads better than what you inherited, perhaps?
Well, right now we're leading the moorings of this. That's why even you mention the SRDP.
Yes, sir.
I think it needs major overhaul. There is no such thing as self-reliance if you don't have a budget for research and development. Because no country will partner with you with actual transfer kung wala kang ambag. Because you cannot share in the upside if you don't share the risk of the downside.
Right.
Simple.
Right.
So those are major flaws in the SRDP that need to be remedied immediately. So what we are leaving are moorings and a changed mindset. Of course, we cannot complete these things. But at least we've left some management culture, sustainability culture, changing of a lot of paradigms. Like we are rewarding specialization now, the DND and the AFP. We also are pushing back against archaic government norms which do not help and build an agile organization. We are also, in terms of infrastructure, we're really busy in the proclamation of certain areas back as secure military facilities, particularly rather than inward, we're moving outward towards the baselines.
Yeah.
On alliances, of course, that's very visible. On even for the veterans, I know that alam ko sa ating mga veterano, pasensya na lang din kasi kailangan talaga ang Veterans Memorial Medical Center, bagbagin na yan. Dahil lumang-luma na at maraming infeksyon na mangyayari. Ang Valor Clinics natin, ang hirap doon ay kumuha ng tao na magmaman nitong Valor Clinics. Kaya naisip na namin to na i-decentralize, but doing it is quite difficult. Kasi nga, yung mga tao na i-hire natin ay mahirap hanapin. Kasi kailangan may doktor ka, may mga qualified nurses ka na magmaman ng clinic. And we are also, for the veterans, rather than building monuments and statues, I have instructed the PIVAW that you build hospices. So, care for those that cannot take care of themselves anymore. Right. Rather than having them occupy bed space in a hospital, kasi nakakaawa talaga pagka wala ng uuwian. So, These are just a sample of what we are doing, no? But we are trying to ingrain a culture of enterprise management in the DND and with its attached agencies. You're managing a disparate enterprise. May eskwelahan, may armed forces, may pagawaan ng munitions.
Yeah.
So manufacturing, ang government arsenal ngayon, napaka taba ng puso ko, ang taas ng moral ng mga tao kasi i-empower natin sila. That is a strategic asset of the government at gugugulan dapat ng gobyerno yan. Wala nang iba. Kung hindi, kawawa ang mga empleyado, ang kalidad at ang expertise na kailangan mo from logistics to production to testing to research and development, kailangan nandoon.
Right.
No?